And we're going to get started in a supported, perhaps child's pose position. So you might like a blanket underneath your knees or a little bit of support for yourself. If you have a bolster or a blanket-like object, a thicker object, you can place it right up into the lowest part of your belly, and knees can come nice and wide here, maybe big toes touch, because we want a little stretch in the inner thighs. You can rest one cheek down. Depending on what type of prop, if you're using one you might be able to bring something to rest your forehead on. Or you can bring one cheek down and I'll let you know when it's time to switch. Rest your hands wherever is comfortable. Wider might be better. And then rest. And notice the urge to do something. Take a big breath in. And a slow exhale out. And then if you have one cheek down, go ahead and switch it to the other side. Resting your head, softening your body. Take a big breath in. Slow exhale out. And bring your chin back to center so you can work your hands back towards your hips. Move any props over to the side. And come down onto your belly. As you extend the legs long behind you and you feel maybe a sense of stretching in those inner thighs, inner knees, backs of the legs. Press the tops of your feet down as you make your way onto your forearms for Sphinx pose just for a moment. And then look over to your right so you can slide your right knee in line with your right hip for half frog. If this feels like a lot for you, you can stack your palms, rest your cheek. Otherwise, walk your right palm forward, thread your left arm in between your right hand and your chest, and rest your forehead on a folded blanket, a block, or a pillow. Let your right elbow be soft and grounded. And settle in for about 4 minutes. Soften your left hand and your right inner thigh. And take a big breath in. A slow exhale out. Swim your right arm up to the sky and back behind you And let it rest with the elbow bent. And press right knee down and start to roll onto your left side. Maybe chin goes towards right shoulder. And then swim it back down. Press right forearm into the mat and start to slide your right leg to meet your left. And you can press onto right elbow to extricate your left arm and bring your palms to stack, resting your forehead on the backs of your hands. Switch sides. Lift your head, make your way back onto your forearms. Make sure a box that you need are handy or other props. And start to slide your left knee in line with your left hip for half frog on the other side. Stack your palms once more. Slide left palm forward, right arm threads over to the left, and rest your right temple somewhere cozy. Take a big breath in. Slow exhale out. Swim your left arm up and back to your low back, softening elbow, and roll onto your right side, maybe down chin past left shoulder. And then swim it back down, press left forearm down, slide your left foot to meet your right, and stack your palms again, coming back to center. With your forehead resting, widen your feet, maybe towards outside edges of your mat. The knees are nice as wide as well. And then flex your ankles, start to drag your heels towards their respective glute. And then tap your heels to the center. Let your toes go wide if you can, if that doesn't hurt your knees. And then send the tops of your feet back to the floor. Lift your head. Start to walk your hands underneath your shoulders and bring your feet back to center. Keep your knees down as you lift your hips and make your way to your back. You'll want to block pillows, stack of folded blankets for supported bridge pose so you can bring your feet to the floor, knees pointing up, and lay down. And press your feet down so you can gently lift hips up and slide your prop underneath your sacrum. Lengthen the back of your neck by drawing chin to chest slightly. Rest your hands right around your navel. And take a big breath in. Slow exhale out. Press through your feet to lift your hips up just enough that you can slide your prop over to the side and tap your hips to the mat. Pause here, hands on the belly. And bring your knees to your chest and start to slowly add a little bit of movement, rocking from side to side. Reach your arms up over your head and take a full body stretch. Hinging from side to side in your shoulders. And then make your way onto one side. And we'll turn up the heat a little bit. We'll add some yang. So find a comfortable seat. I like to sit on a block. You can sit on a blanket, bolster, or just down on the ground. And bring your arms into a T. Bend your elbows, clasp the heads of your shoulders. And so find a tall spine here. You may take some little side to side movements, finding a little bit of space through both side bodies. And then draw your navel point in and up. Lengthen your low torso. We'll practice Bastrika breath, so it's forceful inhale, forceful exhale. Even amidst the term forceful, though, there's a softness. Remember, a non-attachment involved. So we're going to inhale to the left and exhale to the right. Keep going. I always say, if you like to go fast in life, go slow. And if you like to go slow in life, go fast. In that same vein, if you're feeling cold, go fast to build heat. And if you're feeling warm, go slow. And here, even as you're pumping your breath like a bellows back and forth, there's a softness involved, right? Even as your navel is pulling towards your spine, there's suppleness in the joints. So keep going right to left, left to right, and know that left and right and east and west, if you've worked with that metaphor with me before in class, that even though they're two separate things, they're not actually that separate. They're two sides of the same coin, two fingers of the same hand. And so we can go left and we can go right, and then we can be in the middle to go both. So engage with left, engage with right, engage with inhale, engage with exhale, engage with summer, engage with fall. 5 more. Come to center. Bring your arms out and up. Hook your thumbs. Draw navel to spine. Hold your breath. Inhale. Squeeze everything in. Draw it to the center. Consolidate. And then exhale. Release it. Let your hands rest somewhere comfortable. And notice and pause. Good. Flutter your eyes open. Move props over to the side and make your way to tabletop. And take a cat-cow tilt by dropping belly, lifting gaze, plugging heads of the shoulders into their sockets. And then reverse that round, tailbone underneath you, around your middle back, your upper back. Bring chin towards chest. Make your way back to center and press your left knee down. Send your right leg out to the right. You can straighten it. And then add some movement here. Left toes tuck under as you pulse forward and back a few times. So good. And when you feel something, go ahead and pause, sending your hips towards your left heel. Maybe the forehead bows. Good. Look forward, press back onto your hands, fold your right knee back in to meet your left, and take a little bit of movement here, wiggling hips, swinging them from side to side. And back to center. Send your left foot out to the left, hole of the foot on the mat, and start by going forward and back a few times. And then send your hips all the way to your right foot, maybe forearms find the mat, and breathe. Good. Make your way back to center. Fold left knee in to meet the right and move here. Maybe big barrel rolls through hips and torso. Maybe some more cat-cow tilts, maybe a toe tucked child's pose. And then start to walk your palms forward, tuck your toes under, reach hips up and back for down dog. Pedal your knees, pressing one heel down towards the mat and then the other. And keep moving here. Acquainting yourself with down dog as you are right now, how it feels, what induces sensation, and what feels normal. Bend your knees, tiptoe to the top of your mat for a forward fold, and step your feet so they're right underneath your hips. Let your knees bend as you shift to left and to right. Good. Bend your knees a lot. Let torso cascade over the thighs and then rise to half lift on an inhale. Fold forward on an exhale. Bend your knees and roll to rise. Sweep your arms out and up at the top. Big stretch. And then exhale, come down the same way you came. Lift halfway, inhale. Fold forward, exhale, plant your hands, step your feet back and lift your hips up and back. And sweep right heel towards the sky, bend your left knee, bend your right knee too, let right hip pour into left, and see if you can adjust the angle of your knee so you feel a stretch in your left inner thigh. Good. Square your hips, straighten your legs, step right foot to the top of your mat and melt the back knee down. Support it as you need. Shift your weight back, half splits, flex the ankle. And press your weight forward into right foot, rise, low lunge. Bend your elbows, drag your shoulder blades down your back, look up. Rise to low lunge on an inhale and bring your hands to the floor. On an exhale, send hips back once more, half splits. Good. Press right foot to the floor, hands frame right foot. Step your right knee back to meet your left. Toes tuck under, release hips on heels, toe tucked child's pose, maybe forearms soften to the mat. Good, press forward into tabletop or knee down plank and reach hips up and back, downward dog. Bend your knees, look forward, tiptoe to the top of your mat, forward fold. Lift halfway, inhale. Fold forward, exhale, roll to rise, mountain pose. Reach arms out and up, big stretch. Fold forward, chin to chest, roll down. Lift halfway, inhale. Fold forward, exhale, plant hands and left foot, step right foot back. Melt the back knee down. Send your hips towards your back, heel, half splits. Forward into the left toes, low lunge, inhale. Drag your shoulder blades down your back, bend your elbows, exhale. Back to low lunge, inhale, hands to the floor. Exhale, half splits once more. Press your weight back into your left foot. Plant your hands and step left foot back to meet right. Left knee, toe tucked, child's pose, hips on heels, soften forearms. And press back to dog when you're ready. And this time, sweep your left heel up and back, bend your knee, open up your hip, and then bend your right knee. Adjust the angle of your left knee until you feel a stretch in right inner thigh. Good, square your hips, step left foot to left thumb, melt the right knee down. We're on low lunge with the left foot forward, rise, inhale. Hands to the floor, half splits, exhale. Back to low lunge, rise, inhale. Bend your elbows, lift your gaze, exhale. Rise, low lunge, inhale. Half splits, exhale. Hands to the floor, shift weight back. And press your left foot to the floor, bring your hands to frame left foot and step left knee back, toes tuck under, toe tucked, child's pose. Back to dog, reach hips up and back. Tiptoe to the top of your mat, forward fold. Lift halfway, inhale. Fold forward, exhale. Roll to mountain pose on an inhale. Reach arms out and up, big stretch. Exhale, roll back down, forward fold. Lift halfway, inhale. Fold forward, exhale, plant hands right foot, step left foot back, melt the knee down. Low lunge, inhale. Half splits, exhale. Low lunge, inhale. Bend your elbows, exhale. Low lunge, inhale. Half splits, exhale. Plant your right foot, bring hands to frame right foot, fold right knee to meet the left. Toe tucked, child's pose. Make your way back to dog. When you're ready, hips up and back. Feel right and left. Plugging one heel and then the other down, and then weight both of your feet, your hips, your knees equally. Sweep right leg up and back. We'll go through that one more time. Bend your knee, find a stretch in left inner thigh. Good. Step right foot to the top of your mat. Melt the back knee down. Rise, low lunge. Half splits. Low lunge. Heart opener, look up. High lunge, low lunge, half splits. And foot to the floor, plant your hands. Right knee meets left, toe tuck, child's pose. Dog. Tiptoe to the top of your mat. Lift halfway, inhale. Fold forward, exhale, roll up, mountain pose, inhale. Reach arms out and up. Exhale, roll down. Lift halfway, inhale. Fold forward, exhale, plant your hands, step your feet back, and rise to dog. Left heel to the sky, bend your knee. Find an inner stretch in right thigh by bending your knee. Straighten left leg, step it to left thumb, melt right knee down. Low lunge, inhale. Half splits, exhale. Low lunge, inhale. Bend your elbows, look up, exhale. Low lunge, inhale. Half splits, exhale. Bring your hands to frame left foot, ground the left foot, and fold left knee to meet right. Toes tucked under, toes tucked, child's pose. Back to dog. Tiptoe to the top of your mat. Forward fold. Lift halfway, inhale. Fold forward, exhale, roll up to mountain. Inhale. Arms out and up, extended mountain. Exhale, roll back down, forward fold. Lift halfway, inhale. Fold forward, exhale, plant hands, step back, dog. Tap your knees to the floor, take a child's pose, any version. And then start to walk your hands back towards your hips. We'll come to a seat. Maybe you like a little bit of a lift for your hips. I'll be sitting on a blanket. Send your right leg long and out to the right and bring the left sole of your foot to your right inner thigh. Bring your right hand onto the top of your right thigh and slide it towards your ankle any amount, and then start to lean right. Left hand can press the left knee. It can come into the left hip crease. And then press into your right hand to come to a seat. Ground through the left fingertips over to the left. And sweep your right arm to the right as you press outer left thigh down, maybe the ankle and toes along with it. Leverage your right heel as you rise to baby wild thing. Good. Back to a seat. Bring your right hand to the outside of your right leg, left hand to the inside, and fold towards your right knee. Good. Walk your hands back towards your hips. Switch out the legs. Left leg out to the left, right sole of foot finds left inner thigh. Left hand to the top of the thigh, slide it towards the ankle any amount, lean left. Maybe weight the right leg. Press into the left hand, make your way back to a seat. Plant your right hand over to the right. You're going to start to shift your weight forward. Right knee grounds down, left heel grounds down, toes flex back as you sweep left arm forward in front of you. Press into right knee and rise to baby wild thing. Good. Sweep your hand back where it came. Set your hips down onto the mat. Left hand to the outside of left leg, right hand to the inside, and fold towards that left knee. Walk your hands back towards your body. Now bring both legs in towards the midline, soles of feet together, knees wide. And we're going for a stretch in both inner thighs, so leaving space for everyone to have a different experience in their body, a different structure in their bones. Take a moment to explore how can you get the best inner thigh stretch. I'm kind of slithering back and forth as I find sensation there. Ooh, and then I pause. Lovely. Walk your hands back towards your hips. Now send both legs long at the same time. And same thing, we're looking for an inner thigh stretch here. So start by shifting weight right to left as you feel that little pull between knee and hip crease. Leaning to the right, I feel it in the left. Leaning to the left, I feel it in the right. And then plant your hands in front of you. You might come down onto forearms depending how open you are today, and breathe for 3. Good. Good. Start to walk your hands back towards your hips. You can bring your hands to outer legs and maybe slide them back towards the midline. We'll wrap class up with legs up the wall. And if you don't have a wall, that's okay. You can, again, stack a couple towels underneath your sacrum and just kick your legs up towards the ceiling. If you do have a wall, though, I recommend putting something down, maybe adjusting your mat or at least a blanket underneath you. You'll come and bring one hip towards the wall with a little bit of space. You can kick your legs up as you transition onto forearms. So nice. So you can send your legs up long, but since we are dealing with some kinetic energy from summer, a lot of us, I'm sure, it might be really nice to bring soles of feet together and knees wide here, or maybe even better to cross your shins or ankles, finding that little stretch through the inner thighs once more. So you can widen your sitting bones by arching your back ever so slightly and then settling your low back and spine, maybe sitting bones gently press into the wall. I'm resting my hands on my thighs too for a little bit of extra contact. And then close your eyes and take a couple rounds of breath. Any type of breath, in and out through nose or mouth. Ujjayi if it's in your practice. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. If your legs are folded, you can unfold them, bringing heels back to the wall. And you'll roll over onto one side and keep your feet in contact with the wall for a moment. As you fold knees to right or left, maybe tuck your bicep underneath your ear as a pillow. When you're ready, after lingering for a few moments, press top hand into the mat. And take a moment to thank yourself, the seasons, these natural rhythms that allow us to to find inspiration on how to be, on how to direct our energy. So what we're looking for is not necessarily like some insight or answer or the product. We're embedding ourselves into the relationship, however complex. And bring your hands to your belly. Take a big breath in. Slow exhale out. And thank you so much for sharing your practice with me. May the late summer in me find the late summer in you.